Hello, and welcome back to Elden Ring. This is episode 69, and for one, nice. For two, this is post-commentary, since OBS did the thing. So for the next few episodes, it'll be post-commentary. I've edited together sort of a highlights of what happened in the next two episodes and squished them together. So yeah, let's get into it. Last time we had absolutely no fun fighting Radahn, which is unfortunate. He's not a fun boss. He doesn't promote any sort of interaction at all. Yeah. We level up. Put one into Vigor, I think I put it in. I explored around the arena, but I really didn't find anything. I think there is a dungeon somewhere in here, but I just missed it at this point. Yeah. I think it was Donkey in his video game difficulty video, where he said something like, when you have an unfair system, when you have a tough system, the player starts pushing back on that system and they really try and pick it apart because they want to progress, right? They want to, go forward, but they can't because the system isn't letting them. So they find bugs and glitches and they do the most boring things because they have no other option to. So it's a problem with this game for sure. But we are at the church with Turtle Pope. Church of Vows. But Turtle Pope is gone and we have another bell-bearing hunter. This guy has and always will scare the crap out of me. He is so difficult, just in general, to find openings. He does so much damage. He has range. He has everything. He drags his attacks as well in just the perfect pattern to get you hit on your roll every time. Look at that, man. We may be doing a clip show, but that doesn't mean that I will be ignoring any deaths at all. Every single death will be documented. Here I try the Cycle Thunder. It's not bad DPS, to be honest. It's just the range is abysmal, and given how it's a twin blade, the attacks are a bit slow, to be honest, because you have to attack from both of them before you get control of your character back. He's just messing me up here. It's very unfortunate. He has the force. Left it. Here I remember I have a flask of physic. Might be useful. If anybody would like to explain to me how that missed at all. This game also has a major problem with hitboxes. Because you'll attack an enemy and their hurtbox just doesn't work. But I'm liking the way the Psychopath is working on this fight. Even if I'm getting a bit greedy at points. Always forget there's a slash after that one. Very depressing. just running away, just get a heal off. Look at him go, man. And that sword, like, recoil also has a hitbox, so it almost killed me all over again. Not sure how that one hit me either. But I've gone into full cheese mode, get the spells out, do some damage from afar. Funneling in through this doorway really helped as well, because then there's like there's no chance of running, you know, there's no chance of like missing. And spells do the trick, so why not use them? The only problem is he has just as much range and it's scary. Every time I've gone for that unblockable blade, it's not done well for me. Except for that one, so hey, we got him, enemy foe. And we get the Meat Peddler's Bell Bearing, which is strange, I guess. Like the level, we lack the souls to level up, so we'll just continue on. Yeah, we get to the isolated merchant shack, and you wanna know what's here? You want to know what's here? Other than the demon dogs? Yeah, another bell bearing hunter. I was hunting them down this episode. However, depending on where you find the bell bearing hunter, also how did I miss for one? Yeah, they have different amounts of health and damage. Not sure how that didn't hit me, but you know, give and take. Yeah, I'm not sure if an Elden... Yeah, also, I've never seen that explode. I'm not sure if I've... Yeah. And I got one shot. Because we love getting one shot in Elden. And no, you can't tell me I don't have enough vigor at this point. Yeah. It doesn't end up going very well this episode for deaths. I don't know, it sounds weirdly like obvious to say, but over the last like 10 episodes I've gone like 30% of my deaths in a 70 episode series. So yeah, I completely gave up with that guy. That's like a come back and do it later type thing. So we came to the first introduction area. Find yourself maidenless, off to Liurnia with you then. Seek the Rose Church west of the gate town. Bravo. That's Barry calling us maidenless one more time before dipping. So yeah, we have returned to the hero grave. What was it called? I've forgotten. Yeah, this area was very threatening because the chariots would one-shot us. I'm a bit short on talismans that I like using at this point, depending on like the situation. Taking off the scorpion charms make me take less damage. So, well, the scorpion charms make you take more damage, taking them off. So yeah, you get it. Didn't want to be here again, but there's stuff to do. Yeah, we know the pattern. Fringe Rogue Hero's Grave, yeah. We have to go down one more, then we can drop down. Okay, the chariot. We probably could have gone. And, you know, a bit sloppy, but... yeah. Wait for that guy to go all the way up. So when we go down, it has to finish its path all the way up. And then go all the way back down, then make the turn, then make the other turn, you know. Maximize our time. Our available time. And, you know, we can't really see the chariot, so... yeah. We can hear him though now. So it's time to get in cover. A strange area here. I'm not sure why this is here. It's just like a hey, you can bait the ghosts here. Or it's just, you know, a bait for the to jump off the bridge. Jump R1, it's very good. Because that sort of hits behind as well. These ghosts ain't nothing to be. Because, yeah, they're about to get run over. So 2 ways to go. We went down. And down takes us to the boss. Which is just a random ulcerated tree spirit. Which, you know, I'm very happy to just face tank. Especially since they're doing so much damage to it, we're a bit over level from this at this point. We get a bit lucky that he runs into it, but we did get a bit unlucky that he ran out of it, so... yeah, just tank it at this point. Not bad though, because that's the grab. I really like the grabs. A bit of fire. Nothing too tough. Now we get a golden seed and banished night Oleg. Mix them together. So we went back up because there was 2 paths. This chariot is trying its hardest to fake us out, but we're fine. We can hear him being annoying. And we make a mad dash, pray but we're safe. He's coming back up. I want to know who made these chariots so smart, so able to follow us. Because goddamn, they're so annoying. How can their pursuit be so relentless, yet sometimes they're just so stupid and they just like do random stuff. I'm not going out there. You crazy? I can dance all day. The chariot tanked it for us, so thank you. I still hate you, but still. I hear him coming up behind. We're fine. We're fine. And there's a room over there. Don't give up, oh skeleton. Special guy. A banished knight ghost. Is it possible that this is banished knight Oleg? I'm not sure, but he looks cool, so. He's dead now though. Dragon Communion Seal. I spent 45 years trying to find this item in the inventory. It's an incantation seal. So it's like, is it a key item? Is it a spell? Is it a weapon? Formless Drake Blood Seal with a Dragon Communion Crest. Enhances Dragon Communion. You can pause that if you want to read the rest. Noise chariots. Now, there was one more thing in this dungeon that I needed to do. If you remember, there was a bridge which had 2 grafted scions and an item at the end of a bridge. These gargoyle things, imps, really take it out of you. So we fast traveled back to the top and then we went back down. I forgot there's a flamethrower. But we have a new trick for these, I figured out. Yeah, bone darts. So we just throw a projectile at them. Down they go. Here we made it to our quarry. And I decide a mad dash to the other side is probably the best way to do it. Though I didn't expect to take damage from him coming down. I just wanted to get this guy down as quickly as possible. I probably should have hit him once more, because then, yeah, you know, he'd be dead. But as it stands, it's a bit sticky. We get the Erdtree's Favor, which is Talisman, and we get a world of hurt. But we got our Magma Guillotine off, and we get 1 dead, which means, you know, we get a bit more reprieve. Less the armor. I hate those grafted signs so much. But yeah, Erdtree's Favor, max HP, stamina, and equip load. Very good item. Back in the round table hold. I think we talked to, yeah, Gideon here.
Journey to the capital, Lend. 2 fingers will deny you. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, he fought Malenia and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And by my reckoning, Radahn remains there, even though I doubt he...
We get to talk about Nefeli.
You've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harboured suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
I'm not sure about what that dialogue all meant, but basically Nefeli got
it's pathetic, I know.
disowned.
So you know already, do right? It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions, forgetting the mission, punishment for offing his pawns. Lord Gideon has offered me guidance all my life. I would have done anything for him, to place him on the throne of Elden Lord. And yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him. And I can no longer trust in Father. To think he'd order his men to enact such tragedy. Where is the justice he purports in that? He once told me that if he became Elden Lord, he would never allow the downtrodden to be cheated ever again.
So
Was he simply lying to me?
I feel like she's talking about the Albinoric village here.
No.
That's where we saw her last.
How could I say that? Father has always given
Because
me his
the Omen
guidance.
Killers
And now-
and the Perfumers, they destroyed
I've
that
lost it.
place. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Here I deliberate a lot about giving Nefeli the potion. But, you know,
Medicine, is it?
yeah,
Fine.
no, it's...
I'll take a dose. Perhaps it'll do me some good.
I wanted to, like, I wanted this playthrough to be like, I see Ronnie's side of everything. So I was like, okay, I'll do Selvis's quest for him. Even though I know that'll probably doom, like, we were given...
It's very sweet, isn't it? And very...
We were given the option to give her the Stormhawk, which is like a quest item, which I didn't have any other use for. But yeah. Selvis, I did the thing. Are you
So
finally
you
not
made
disappointed
Nefeli
in me,
drink
Dad?
the potion. Well done. You were a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts and of the tutelage of the great preceptor Selvis.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I
that's
doubt
all we get
much
from
of it will
him.
lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady. You wish to begin? Well,
And yeah, I also give him a scroll.
I won't bother to ask where you pilfered it, but you are correct to assume I'm one of the few, so I'm... That said, don't you dare get your hopes up. More often than not, new knowledge is merely an opportunity to reflect upon the mediocrity of one's intellect.
Yep, he's such a dick, but I sort of like him. I like that line. It's like, just because you found a new source of knowledge doesn't mean that you're going to get all of it. You're going to read it and then you're going to be like, I don't understand shit. Yeah, we're back in Caelid now. Back near the near Sellia, the hidden city, and yeah, we're in the Sellia Hideway. There's a hidden rock, which is like the knowledge that we got. Yeah. Behind that rock, there's a whole dungeon with crystals and miners, and it was a bit dark, and I was a bit scared. But these the Cypher Pata does full holy damage, so we don't have to worry about physical damage. Magic place, so there's plenty of hidden walls, crystals to get stuck on. Yeah, my weapons won't bounce off these guys as well, which is cool. This one's the most obvious one. Come on now. And that scream made me just freeze for a second. And then you look down and it's one of those royal revenants, and I'm like, you can't pay me to go down there. Like, those guys are the worst enemy in this game, probably. The rune bears are annoying, but those guys suck. I'm pretty sure I didn't like explore this place too well, just in general. And this guy stun-locked me a bit, chunked my health. It's fine. I might look up what's in here to see if I missed anything actually important. Yeah, we have more of these crystal snails. Very strange enemies. I'm always on the prowl for hidden walls. One thing I like about this game, probably more than others, is that hidden walls are relegated to like certain areas that it would be like sensible to have hidden walls. Like certain factions have it. Yeah, this dungeon had a very interesting layout. I feel like they put a bit more love into this one. Just like the shapes and the terrain, you know. It's like there's not too many dungeons where there's like rock slides and massive crystals jutting out everywhere with walkways. It really reminds you of like the crystal caves in Dark Souls 1. Minus the invisibility bullshit, of course. We don't really like that. I don't know, it was an okay gimmick, but I feel like they overused it, or like they misused it a bit. But yeah, I'm hearing miners, so I'm hitting all the walls, but in the end I see a boss fog gate, and we decide to make a run for that. Slugs on the ceiling. Not the most threatening ceiling dwelling enemy. So we can dispatch them pretty easily. See, that one basically fell on me. But it's not slime, so they don't have like... They don't have a grab, you know, command grab on falling on you. I think the Royal Revenant's coming up, so I'm equipping my Holy Sword. But it turns out, definitely not. It's 3 crystallion. And the way to fight these guys is to break their poise. And once you've done a critical attack on them, then you can deal damage to them, basically. And these guys are putrid, so they deal Scarlet Rot as well. Which, love a low profile there, I almost died. I'm playing with Mighty Fire here. Get my heal. I switch back to the Magma Guillotine, because that does a very decent amount of poison damage. These guys are very weird, because while one is attacking you, the other 2 are just basically doing nothing. You can basically ignore them. They might nick you every now and then, but like, what are they doing? I'm just focusing on this guy, and the other guys are just sort of there. I mean, it pays to have them in like in sight, and hitting both of them there does good point damage to one and does good damage to the other, and we get another knockdown. But I elect to heal first instead of killing him. It's a very close fight. I mean, not really, but I never felt like too threatened. But that Scarlet Rock put this fight on a timer. Good old Magnificent doing work. He likes to spin. I'm just waiting for Stamp to smack him. And now we finally get this guy doing, you know, anything. Gives us a free power attack. That Scarlet Rock, man. It's scary. And we get the third knockdown, so now we can actually damage him. 1/7 damage, and good old Magnificent deals half his health. And we can stagger him out to pretty much everything now. I'm not sure why I didn't do the second half, probably an input problem, because the input for the second half of that ability is pretty silly. Oh, we get it. And we get Crystal Current, which is pretty cool, but it's not anything we care about, so away we go. So yeah, we get back to Gowry. Shack.
The needle is repaired.
He repaired the needle, then we can talk to Millicent and complete the quest.
Millicent, I will reward. Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff beyond Sellia, the town yonder, tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this.
I still don't know who this guy is, you know? I have been told that Millicent has her own, like, very long quest line, like past just giving her this needle.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot, but how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
Oh, she died. Psych.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated.
You can tell
And
just
now,
from her like dialogue
though I can scarcely believe it myself,
that
I can
she's
move as I
thinking more
please.
clearly as well.
Not that I could
Her
ever truly
speech is
repay you,
more formal.
but I would like you to have this by way of thanks.
A token though it is.
And we get the prosthesis wearer heirloom, which is your first hint that not everything is as it seems. If you've seen any of the trailers, you know that certain characters wear prosthesis and they are very scary. But yeah,
I'm considering with the needle.
it raises
buried in my
decks.
flesh. My destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray.
Next up, this we're straying into episode 70 recording territory. Again, I squished two recordings together just so we can get past this no commentary era faster. We are where the Meteor bit the Earth, and Blythe is already here. Says there's a straighter that needs to be taken care of, and to Nokron we go. It's so cool though. This entire area, I'm just the rest of this episode has been like heavily edited, like cuts, but the rest of this is gonna be mostly just letting it ride, because we're introducing a new area, a new like major area, and I don't want to take anything away from that that like reveal, if that makes sense. And like I don't want to, yeah. So the entrance to Nokron under the Mistwood, collapsed temples, a lot of descent. Very quiet, no music, no enemies. Very ominous. It's a miracle I didn't drop down somewhere. And here we are, the Eternal City. In all of its splendor. Collapsed buildings. FromSoft's favorite buttresses. And here I'm eyeing up this jump. Look at this. It's clearly there for a reason. And I know, bitch. Let's go. And that one's an easier one. New ingredient: silver tear husk. And a ghost flame torch. It looks really cool, the ghost flame stuff. A metal torch that burns with a cold ghost flame. Two of the fallen hawks who prowl the underground rivers. When the band's last embers were used up in their long search? Pixels, sorry. They began to burn the bones of the fellows, acquiring the cold ghost flame. Curse me. I was faster reading it in the original, because I could actually see the proper resolution of the game. God damn it, OBS and your compression. I'm looking at these blobs thinking they must be something, like a trap or an enemy. I couldn't lock onto them, I tried my hardest, but I thought, like, surely something is going on with them. You know, then my suspicions were made clear. And look at this, man. They're like shapeshifters, and they shift my frames into non-existence. And look at the reaction time. Come on now, I was gaming at this episode. I heard that bolt being fired, and I put up my shield. Yeah, these crates look like chests, but they're not, and it's up spaghetti. No, you can't hit me with that. What are you doing? I'm curious how my magma worm sword would have done here. So I don't think I tried it. I'm like looking at it like, should I? But I don't think I do. Bird bolt, covered in thorns, inflicts blood loss. So yeah, we have one at the bottom, 3 coming at the top. About 3 frames per second. I was very scared that was a spear coming from behind somewhere, but it didn't seem to be anywhere where it could hit me, so I was fine ignoring it. First time the range of the Cyberpatterns on Rockfall Blade didn't disappoint me. Yeah, deal with those guys pretty easily. Get our rune arc, which, whatever. Now we see who's been firing at us. I have a collapsed building. Not very accurate, is he? I just really enjoy the atmosphere of this area. Very finally gets one. It does no damage anyway, so I'm not too fast. We're not in dire need of any health, so no reason to care about that guy. And here I'm like, how do I get to that building? He's just gonna body block me if anything happens, so I take the risky jump around the side and take care of it. 250 runes per enemy. It's not too much. These guys aren't too hard anyway, so it's expected. It's fine. If only I had grace. Decent butterflies. A lot of those in this area, but you know, they're useless anyway. Who cares about butterflies? Always looking for cheeky drop downs. FromSoft love their level design, their little secrets to hide. And through this window we get to progress, but still looking around. Never taking for granted the easy stuff. Whenever you pick up an item, looking around, leaving the area as quickly as possible. Now that we've encountered a slime-based enemy, I am religiously looking at the ceilings just in case. And I was convinced that this floor was going to collapse, but, you know, got lucky with that. Now, these guys were like little zombie guys, but they were a bit tough, I'll be honest. Enough of them together, you know, they're a bit scary. Again, looking at the ceilings, trying not to die. These guys had ghost flame arrows. And there were a lot of these guys. So it's a bit tough to deal with. I just sort of tanked through them. A bit. Yeah, there's no real way. These frostbite, which, you know, it's expected. Cold ghost flame. I see the grace, so I'm like, no way I'm dying before the grace. Might as well burn my flasks as well. These guys luckily position themselves right next to ledges, so I just bonk them all in. Really easy. Clarifying white cured meat. Not very useful. Get a good look at the arrows as well on floating in the death. Trying to see the one that's in me as well. It's a bit goofy. Also, you know, anytime we get to see the Banished Knight helmet close up, you know, We love to see that. It's such a cool helmet. It's probably the best helmet in the game. Just for sheer like fashion and like mixability. So we're at the city, and there are plenty more of these ghost flame guys doing their thing, milling around. So why don't we start clearing them out? We get a ghost glove warp picker's bell bearing, so that gives us access, obviously, to some more ghost glove warp. I was very concerned that this guy was running at me. I thought he was going to explode or something. And I'm just getting fucked up by all of these like arrows and pots. It's coming my way in force. Yeah, we clear these guys out. These guys are annoying me, so I just use the unblockable blade to get through the shield guy real easy. They fall down to 1 power attack and 1 regular attack, I think that was. I have my shield out, of course, for all of these arrows. It's such a cool area, I love it. Get some silver fireflies, those are useful. Yeah. Again, we're finding all of these nooks and crannies. They love to hide these around each corner, and yeah, getting all of these ingredients that we're never going to use. And listen to this. I heard the drawback of the bow, so I knew I was getting ambushed. Your ghost wart is belong to me. Up next, we have this church area. I like this bit. 2 enemies, not too bad, nothing on the ceilings. Kill the shield guy first. There's 2 shield guys. Oops. Get the item as a level tier, not useful. Ah, ruin. I read that as run, and it's, you know, I thought it was because there's this like semi-ambush. Couldn't hit that guy because Cyberpatha's range is weak. Yeah, let me get Spirit Flame Arrow. Still plenty of silver tier husks. And we get this cool like graveyard area. Like I went to Central Europe recently. And you know, just for sightseeing and seeing all the historical sites, because this is the sort of stuff that I want to do when I make games. And this sort of stuff, you really see it in that architecture, and the architecture here is just amazing. That's like one of my favorite things about this area, because it combines like this historical European architecture and like the patterns of that architecture with this surreal fantasy like playground that you can't get this anywhere else. You can't get this in another game, I don't think. If there is one, let me know about it, but I don't think so. That guy ran into me with his spear, and it was annoying. Does that deserve a pause? Maybe. Let's go, that guy. clear those stairs down are the way to progress, so obviously I'm avoiding it. I was very like conscious of like, hey, explore everything. This is just a massive courtyard full of nooks and crannies and corners. And only one guy defending this, which is weird. I don't know why that third attack didn't hit. Does he have iframes on that scream or something? But I don't know. Somber Smithing Stone 4, not too useful. And by this point, we're just about ready to progress. Down we go, and we get this like beautiful vista. Like, you see those things, those bridges are like aqueducts, like Roman aqueducts. You get the churches on like cliffs, and the lighting is amazing. Here we find our first Nokstella like warrior. Uses a whip, silver tier whip, I think, something like that. Like something similar, but its like original form is like a shotel, and it's really cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get this person without getting destroyed by the silver tier. Disappointed by my length again. Pause. That one definitely deserves one. Nox Sword Stress. Those guys are really threatening. They have a really cool set as well. And we have our boss of the area, or our first boss of the area. Yeah, but we're not gonna go straight forward to the progression path. That would be silly. This guy has his little hidey hole, and of course, the only time that I don't look up, that's when the ambush from above comes. Luckily, we adhere to Soulsborne principles. When you grab an item, you do not stick around. You move away quickly. You move away quickly, so when the ambush comes and hits you, you're not in your menu looking at the item like, oh, what was that? Bird. I don't see the need for all of these. Like, they could have made crafting so much more useful. Right now, crafting is just bone darts to draw aggro, the occasional like horse berries. Yeah, unless you're doing a bow build, crafting is completely useless. Maybe the pots, but again, they're not too useful. We get a good view of like our objective there, above, and just come on, look at this, man. Look at this. Looks amazing. Yeah. Onwards to the boss. I think I had a holy tier on for this for some reason, even though I have my fire weapon on. It's fine. And would you look at that? It's a me. Luckily, it's me, but it also shares my intelligence. So it just sort of runs into attacks a bunch. And Magma Guillotine's on cooldown. I switched to the Psychopath because I think the charge, he'll just run into it a lot. Which is true. But I feel like Magma Guillotine would have done better. He gets a heal, which is a bitch move. I wouldn't heal him everyone. Ever. But he only gets one, so it's good. I'm just looking for openings. And there he goes. And yeah, that's the last thing I did. We have a silver tier mask. And we see that there is... Oh, there's nothing else in this arena. But this grace is completely bugged. You can't sit at it. They might have fixed that. I don't know. Bug ahead. Yeah. That has been this episode of Elden Ring. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.